Hey guys, welcome back. I am going to come on to do a process video to play with this double shot kit from the scrap room. So I am lucky enough to get to guest design for the scrap room for May 2026, and I'm using the double shot kits. So this double shot kit, this has Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Lavender Field, but I do have two pieces of, let me say it right, hold on, two pieces of white cardstock from Basil, which are textured, and there is a sheet of bitter chocolate. You'll get bitter chocolate. I just have brown, shipping issues, whatever. Then I've got from Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Lavender Fields, I've got Buzz and Bloom, which is stunning on both sides. I cannot say enough. This paper, oh my Lanta, look at how gorgeous it is. It's called Wild at Heart, and it's got all kinds of ephemera stacked up and down. And then this piece is the 3x4 element sheets. And you guys, if you've been with me for a minute, you know how much I love this kind of thing. Pattern paper can give you so many embellishments, and this kind of thing just makes me want to go off. I want to cut other things, but it also has a great tone-on-tone on the back, which can allow us to use it for a background. Now, I'm going to be doing the Freaky Fast Friday formula challenge, so I have no idea even how it's going to go yet. Now, I also have so much great ephemera. I have got an assortment of the floral bits and the journal bits. I do have an unboxing on my channel, but you guys see all these pretty things. And some very gorgeous sage kind of colored sparkly enamel dots. So I have that. Now, let me turn off my silly little video game that's playing to the side. Hi. And let's talk about the Freaky Fast Friday formula. So the shtick with it, I can bring it over for the shtick. The shtick is you choose a 12 by 12 piece of pattern paper or cardstock. I use cardstock for your base. Then use this here formula above, cut your choice of pattern papers in the dimensions in the formula. Now move the cut pieces around the base until you achieve a design you are satisfied with. Splat it down. You can also scrap lift one of our design team's layouts created with the formula, which I cannot do because I haven't seen them yet. Next, add your choice of embellishments, title work, and journaling to complete your page. Ta-da! How exquisite. So I need one 8x12, one 5x12, one 9x6 people. My Lanta, this is going to be very hard. 1/4 by 12. So hopefully, ooh, I can't use a branding strip. I was hoping they had a branding strip that went all the way across. Maybe we'll piece something together. And then one 3.5 by 5. Right. Okay. The 3.5 by 5, I can already tell you guys, I'm going to map my photo with that. So let me show you what my photo is. I've got a 4x6 printed, which is huge for me. So I am going to cut my photo to 3 1/4 by 4 3/4, and I will mat it onto a 3.5 by 5 piece of white cardstock. Check. That'll take care of that decision. Gone. Now I'm going to put these two to the side for now because I kind of want to see what I want to cut into. Now the first thing for me to think of is I'm going to try to reserve this. I don't know if I will be able to, but I'll try to reserve it because I'd love to cut out, let's see, I could cut this bottom piece out without being traumatized. I'm not going to be traumatized either way. I'm being dramatic. Okay, so I'm going to save this for the smallest pieces. Now, our biggest pieces, we need an 8x12. That is our big boy. So if we do an 8x12, we have to kind of decide, do we want a vertical kind of thing or a horizontal? I tend to like horizontals. They tend to be more of my jamaroo. So I'm trying to think, 8x12 and then a 9x6. So the front very front facing one will be 9 by 6. Ooh. Because I would love this to be at the very top. So if I did a 5 by 12, I could do a 9 by 6. Okay, so I'm thinking that this could be 5 by 12. This side of it. Gorgeous, glorious, amazing in every way. There we go. And this can go either way. Nice. And then I'm going to decide on this. So if it's 9 by 6, I can go either, no, I can only go one way with it. Okay, well, that makes that easier for design. Okay, let's cut this off. And then this is 6. Is this 6? No. So I can go like that. And then I can cut a 9-inch piece. Okay. This is very serious. Things are being cut now, guys. Okay, so we have this, which is glorious. Now, this paper can go either way, so that's kind of cool. Now we have this, and I haven't done an 8 by 12 yet. Oh, but I loved this. Okay, so let me go ahead and just get this pretty nice pop of white. Let's just deal. I'm going to go like that. There is my 8 by 12. Here are these big papers. Yum sauce, right? Love it. Now, I know I'm going to do, let me just go ahead and do it right now. 3.5 by 5 in this, right? This was one of our big decisions. So here's 5-inch. Let's go ahead and do 3.5. So we know all of our pieces will get cut. Okay, so that's going to go over by the photo, and it's going to help me to figure out, where I want to cut it. Meow. I need 1/4 by 12. What I think I can use, not this. Is this the full 12? Yes. Okay, I can cut 1/4 of this. Or, ooh, if I cut 1/4 of this, it'll be really dramatic, but it'll be like, why are you using it? Because you don't have it anywhere else. Hold on, guys. I'm coming up with a plan. It's an awesome plan. No, it's not. Okay. So no, can't do that. So I'm going to cut this 1/4 by 12, and we're just going to hope for the best. Because what else can we do? So that is 1/4. I'm going to try to hold it down and hope for the best. Okay, it let me cut 1/4. So that's stunning. So I have another piece of this paper right here. So what we have to think about, what I have to think about, you don't have to think about anything. Do I want the whole thing on white, which is always pretty? It's not really popping. Or if I come in with a deep brown, that can give us an extra little oomph, and I could ink all the edges with the deep brown to bring it all around town. And I think that's where I'm going to go. Now, before I sign off, I'm going to cut my photo down of these two cuties, so it fits on this. And then I'm going to go ahead and double mat it, so we just see a little bit more of this depth around it. I think that would be great. And I'll meet you right back here. So I've inked everything in, and I placed these little bits down, and I decided to go with the 1/4-inch strip in the lavender tone, and I'm going to just go ahead and put it right about there. I also inked the edges of my chocolatey brown paper because it gave it just a little bit more depth. Important, not, I don't know. I'm going to pop my photo up on just a little bit of kids' foam. So now we're doing pretty darn well with that part. Trying to clean up my area here, move the little papers we're not using, but we did use a lot of paper, and I think that's awesome. Yeah, I don't have much of them. So now from this, ooh. So this is this lavender farm on the peninsula in Grand Traverse Bay in northern Michigan. So, and there's this cute little shop right over here that sells all kinds of things like with, they sell lavender honey and all kinds of things like that. So I am looking at this. I'm deciding what I want to do. I might cut out this honey pot. Don't know yet. But, oh no, I should, yeah. I'm not cutting that out. I just saw so many perfect things that I want to use. So I've got this little tag here, and I have this jar of honey. We are going to let them enjoy the moment. I have tickets, and I have 2 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and cut them in half so I get kind of double the oomph from it. Don't need that on this one. Oh, I've got these cute little hearts. I've got one in a honeycomb and then one in text. I'm not going to be using these 2 pieces or the beautiful. It's kind of fun because I'm deciding what's going to be used and what's not. So then that really gives us a strong feel for, oh, that's cute with the little bike. It gives us a strong feel of how we're going to go with the next layout. I'm already going, okay. I've got a label piece there. Now I can have enjoy the moment and have a gorgeous floral coming off over here to kind of give it a little oomph, a little something, something. And I've got floral, possibly the most gorgeous looking little lavender bit that you ever did see. Now I like this just the way it is. My girl is beautiful, so I can go ahead and pop that in there. Okay. I don't need a whole lot more. I like Shine Bright and I like Stay Loving. And since it's my daughter and her husband, they get to stay loving. That will be right there. I'm so happy with this. And then I think I'm going to look. Come on, little guys. Come on. Maybe just a couple of these little honeycombs and a bumble flying right in that way. I can have a sweet little bumble over here. I can have one here flying in. And then, you guys, boom, done, 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 done. I'm going to switch these 2 though, because I want a little bit more of the yellow over here because I already have the yellow with the bee. And that is going to complete my layout. Now, of course, guys, I'm going to plop it all down. I just thought I'd show you kind of how I start designing, and the product just tells me what it wants. Does that make sense to you guys? I hope it makes sense. So I'm going to get everything stuck down. I'm going to pop some things up for interest. And you guys, I think it is fabulous. Love it. And I have plenty. Oh, and when I come back, we'll put our enamel dots on. But I have plenty of goodies for when I do my next layout. I can use some of this. And I'm going to have to snag this piece and this piece. I already know. I'm looking at it going, they're just stunning. So then I would have this whole piece right here to create a whole another layout with my white cardstock. So I'm in a really good sitch. Let me get all these pieces down, get our enamel dots on together, and this will be another memory document. Okay, so I have everything tacked down, and I think it's super cute, and it totally grabs the vibe of this place. It's relaxing and beautiful and sunny. You're up on this high hill of a peninsula, and you can see the bay on both sides. It's so pretty. Okay, we've got some enamel dots, and I pretty much have 3 clusters. So let's just go ahead and make them shine a little bit. So I have it there. Let me go ahead and pop one there. The next biggest goes here. And we will just repeat. So cute. So guys, I had way too much fun putting this together, which I'm sure you can tell. You know how I get. I get very excited. And I have enough to do another layout, which I love. Now, If I was more conservative with how much stuff I like to put on, of course I can stretch it more. But I like all the things, and I love to layer all of the things, and I find it to be a hoot. So the only thing I added to this for my stash was a little bit of ink to differentiate the papers just a little bit, because I know I have a decent amount going on. So guys, down below, I will have links for the Facebook group so you can see all the challenges and join on in, for the website so you can, of course, subscribe to the kits, and for the blog so you can see what the real design team is up to, not just those of us who were lucky enough to be a guest. And and see what products are coming out and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to have a few still shots to follow, and I will see you ever so soon with another video. Bye for now, friends.